Good afternoon. Welcome to an online tutorial for accessing your Google Classroom and your lessons whilst you are working from home. The first part of this tutorial links into emails, and then further to that, Google Classroom and Google Meet. So, starting off, the first element that we're going to look at is accessing your school email. This applies to all pupils, with the exception of pupils that are accessing Seesaw, in which case I'll be developing another tutorial for you. So the first thing to do, once you're logged into your computer, is to go to mail.google.com. Once you go to mail.google.com, it'll then ask you to sign in. All you'll do is click on sign in. Your email will be firstname.surname@yskolnantgwyn.co.uk, and then just at the bottom where it asks you for your password, you can then add that password in. Okay, once you're logged in, you'll then see your main inbox, all right? Every day, when your members of staff invite you to the Google Classroom, all you'll have to do is access your email account, and then you'll be able to see then where there are invites, all right? The members of staff will distribute the invites around about 10 minutes prior to your lesson starting. Now, all pupils should have had a copy of their timetable. If you haven't, these can be accessed either on the school website or they can be accessed by emailing your head of school. Once you're ready, you can either choose to click on the link, which will take you to, it does say test the class. This is why we're doing the example. It'll open up the email and you'll be able to click to visit your class, okay, by pressing the open button. That'll open a new window and that'll take you to your Google Classroom class, all right? There you'll have the assignment and there you'll have the link then for that particular lesson, as well as any additional resources. Now, as well as that, there is an alternative. You can click just up here on what we like to refer to as the Waffle, and then click on Classroom. And that will also take you to then all of your classes and show you the full range. You could do this, for example, if you didn't have a lesson on and you were catching up on a little bit of work that you didn't complete during the lesson. All right, I just got this one test class that's been shared with Mr. Lewis. Once you click inside that class, okay, you can then see an overview of all of the assignments to date. If you're clicking on the email and following the link, right, like I showed you earlier, you'll then be greeted with all of the assignments for that particular lesson. All right. Once you see all of the resources, you can open those resources. There's, for example, Google Slides. It's just a case of simply clicking on each link, and then you'll have access then to the relevant activities as described by the teacher. The other element, once you're ready to start the meeting, so you've logged into your email account, you've clicked to open Classroom, you can then click to open up the Meet, okay? And then basically you'll be greeted with the Meet window, all right? The Meet window will look something like this. And then you should just have access to that relevant lesson, all right? So, just in summary, the first thing you'll need to do is to log into your email account. The second thing, this is where you'll receive notifications from your teachers of a lesson about to start. Okay, you've all got access to your timetable, so make sure you refer to that. When you're ready, you either click on the actual email that appears prior to the lesson and then click open, where you'll have access to all of the resources here. And just over here, you'll have access to the actual Meet. Okay, you can click on that and then you'll go live. Or alternatively, when you're in your email account, click on the Waffle, click on Classroom. You'll then see your particular classroom there. And then you'll have access to all the relevant announcements from members of staff. As well as that, you'll have access to classwork as well. Okay? Your member of teaching staff will direct you to the relevant place in order for you to be able to access the relevant materials. Okay? Hopefully that gives you a thorough overview of what's needed to access lessons in Google Classroom. Like I said, if your son or daughter accesses Seesaw, then I'll also create a tutorial for that. All right? So it's just a case of clicking on that meeting and then you'll go live with your peers. All right? Thank you.